Test, test, test. All right. Hey guys, how you doing? Thank you for stopping in. I got everything fixed, I think here. I'm gonna shrink this down a little bit more. I'm gonna be going over some of the loadouts um and basically how they um what attachments balance out other attachments. I'm gonna do it for Battle Royale too. So if you guys don't really know what an attachment does and you just judge it by its name, you're definitely doing that wrong. Because if you add these two attachments and then you just happen to add this other attachment, um, the third attachment might not do anything at all. The second attachment might not do anything at all because the first attachment's buffs and debuffs basically ruin it. So the sniper was okay. Guess I'm going to keep that. This is my loadout right now. This right here is a hip fire build. Okay. And see how many greens I have here? Now this doesn't have to be too much of a upgrade from your regular gun. Okay, so look, I got a negative 4% movement speed. That's damn near nothing. Okay, when you start hitting 10, that's when you're gonna see like definite slowdown. I got a negative 5% ADS movement speed. That's nothing. Okay, those are low numbers. Okay, the 33% ADS time, you're definitely going to notice that, but it's okay because this has such a fast ADS anyway. It's going to feel about normal, and your visible laser sights will not matter. I'm telling you right now, because you're going to be hip firing. Most of the time when you run around your lasers up in the air, people aren't gonna, that laser's not gonna be make enough of a difference. So if you look at the gun here, I did have it set up with the RTC steady stock because that has ADS movement, but I don't think that that is the issue. So the movement speed left and right is 4.48 meters per second, and the sprint speed is 5.82 meters per second. Okay, so if you do the 4% times 5, it's just 6 meters per second. So you're literally going like 6 inches less, I think, per second. So in 30 seconds, you're only going 15 feet. If you run for 30, that's nothing. Um, the reload time on this, I mean, look at this gun, guys. I mean, this gun's beautiful. Over here, if you look at the weapon stats on the right side of the screen, I can compare it to some other guns if you want. What would be something we can compare this to? I guess the Type 25. Okay. We're going to compare it to the Type 25. It has a similar firing um, rate and it has similar damage. Okay. Now, if you look at the top, you see how the Type 25, it doesn't have any attachments right now. I'm about to put some on it, but you see the different colors in the damage line. And you see on the M13, it only has two. Okay. If you go into the details here, okay, you're going to have really good damage for 34 meters. That's 100 feet, roughly. 100 feet, you're going to have really good damage, okay? To 62 meters, which is almost 200 feet, you're going to have really good damage, all right? And all the way out to almost 1,000 feet, 300 meters, you're going to be getting damage of 20, 19, and 28. So, I mean, like, the bullet speed's over 1,000 meters per second. So 1,000, you shoot 1,000, that bullet's going to be hitting. So if you hold that down, I mean, you're pretty good. All right. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to go in and I'm going to edit this gun and I'm going to talk to you about some of the ways you can counteract something. So you see here, this is not going to be too big of an issue. You will have to add an attachment with this light barrel. If you want that attacks vertical and horizontal recoil, okay, but this MIP light barrel, it's not going to add enough ADS time for BR to do anything. This light barrel short, look at that. That's 10 times better, bro. Because look, you're getting plus 3% movement speed, plus 2% ADS movement speed. Those are two bonuses on top of the negative 10 ADS time. All right. You're getting less ADS bullet spread, but you're only getting 7 vertical recoil, but you can take care of the vertical recoil super easily. But we're going to obviously be using the MIP extended light barrel. You're getting 12 plus 12 ADS time. Okay. So if you want to counteract the plus 12 ADS time, we're going to do that with the aim assist laser and probably the stippled grip tape. So check it out. See this? It's got 3 greens, 1 red. All right. You're not going to be able to counteract this ADS movement speed, I don't think, with another thing on here. So boom, I'm going to put this on here because you're going to get that extra hit flinch, extra horizontal recoil control on it. I do believe this has a special ammunition. All right, that makes it definitely more comparable. But that's a big trade-off, that 10 vertical, 10 horizontal, 10 ADS bullet spread. I mean, for BR, you almost would want something like that. The 42 round fast mag. It's got 2 greens, 3 reds. I don't think that's worth it. So we'll come back to that. So now we look at this right here, your attributes details. Okay. See this button that I'm clicking right here, the next to the RTC steady stock. Okay. Negative 18.8% ADS bullet spread. Pretty good. Plus 20% damage range. Pretty good. Negative 18 horizontal. You're going to need that in this gun with the recoil. Okay, that's one of the worst things about this gun is the recoil. And then you got the negative 30 hit flinch. Okay. To tackle this ADS time, okay, boom. Okay. Now we got just plus 4% ADS time. That's a comparable amount. It's not going to be huge. Now we got negative 28 ADS bullet spread. Okay, so we can use something that is just going to affect it. So boom, we put this vertical recoil on here now. So now we got vertical and horizontal control. All right. You could do the stipple if you want to get the rest of that ADS time off. But then you're going to have to add definitely a vertical recoil. I don't feel like that per se is worth it. Myself, I wouldn't do the stipple grip tape because it's 2 greens to 3 reds. That's not a good idea. It's just not a good idea, in my opinion. Unless you're trying to go for a speed build, I could show you a speed build, but speed builds have crazy stupid recoil. Just crazy stupid. So if we go back and we look, okay, let's add this ammunition and see what that's going to add here. All right. So all we got to do is take care of vertical recoil and ADS time. I'm just looking to see because some of these sometimes have different things attached to them. And I recommend if you put a muzzle on this right here, you do use the RTC light muzzle brake. Now, just plus 10 vertical. Let me look at the spread on it. It's not horrible. It's just going to cut up a little bit to the right. You see the first solid bullets down in the right-hand corner of the screen. The yellow is the Type 25. The blue is the M13. If you have the same gun on there, it's both of them. It's just the guns you compare it to, so you can compare the same gun with different attachments. I'm trying to just show you a little bit about how these loadouts work, because a lot of people honestly really don't know. So let's see here. Let's take the barrel off of this thing. Okay. Now we have a little bit of room to work with here. Do an operator. Okay, so an operator, foregrip, and a tactical laser, okay, together are going to cancel each other's negatives out besides the laser sight. So you're going to be getting 9.2 ADS bullet spread and 13 vertical from that. With the stopping power reload, there's 10. So right now, all we have is an ADS movement debuff. So, I mean, if we take that off and we look at it now, it's just a horizontal, a 10% horizontal. Okay. If we go up here and we put the RTC light muzzle brake on, now all we need to do is figure out something with the ADS time and the ADS bullet spread. I mean, this the ADS movement speed. That's not a huge deal because you're not going to be moving too much when you're aiming. To be honest, you're not. When you're aiming, you're aiming. You're trying to hold your aim steady. If you are moving, whatever. You know, I used to think that this is like how quickly you can move your crosshair across the screen to track somebody, but recently I've come to find out people have told me it's how fast you move while you're ADS. So, I mean, I don't know exactly what it is, because when I affect the ADS movement speed, it does affect how fast I move the gun. So the RTC steady stock here is always a good choice. Now we can get rid of this now because we got all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 7. Let's see. +5 ADS bullet spread. What do we have? Any pluses we can get rid of here? I mean, an ADS bullet spread, the rear grip. We can do this one right here. We're going to equip this one. And that right there is what I would call a fairly solid build. Fairly solid. Okay, it's not a hip fire build. You can do a hip fire build for it if you want. But if you look at these two guns next to each other, all right, the M13 has +33 aiming time. Okay, so if I go here and I look at it, it has 4 negatives. Right, is a hip fire build, but it also is a distance hip fire build. When you look at the 60 meters, this reaches 24 all the way out into where this is touching 17. So the M13 is going to have way better range for the hip fire. The hip fire is going to be full damage up to 100 feet. Aiming movement's about the same. The Type 25 has a better sprint speed. The M13 has a better bullet speed. It has a slightly better fire interval. The hit flinch is obviously going to be lower on the Type 25 because it's a -30, which is great. The bullet impact is going to be slightly more. So these guns have their benefits. There's a larger mag on the M13. The movement speed's about the same. The aiming time is going to be slightly better on the Type 25. So, you know, you can figure it out for yourself. We can try a different gun here too if you guys want. We can go with a BR favorite here. Okay. Now you see where it says random trajectory right above the yellow bullet trajectory. Okay, so at 20 meters, the yellow is a random trajectory. Anything after 20 meters at 60 feet is going to be a random trajectory. That means that the bullets will randomly go wherever they fucking want. So you're not going to hit your shots past 60 feet. Okay? I mean 60 meters. I mean 20 meters. Sorry, 60 feet. All right, so if you look up at the top, all this damage and shit, there's a lot of people out there. Let me tell you, there's a lot of people out there that are using mods, guys. Okay? So with this gun, you got to use that barrel. You got to use this. Like these are musts on this gun here. Like these four attachments are a must on this gun. You can put your 48 round on it if you want. Let's just put the same on it, the 40 round as the M13. Let's compare these two guns. Okay. You have a little bit better of a recoil on this thing, but look at the damage profile. You're getting 24 damage on the M13. You're getting faster bullet speed. Okay. You're getting faster fire interval. You're getting faster aim time. You're getting faster movement speed. The only thing that's better on the AK-117, no, I'm sorry. The aiming movement speed is worse too. The empty reload time is worse. The hit flinch is slightly less. The reload time is horrible compared to the M13 loadout I got here. The sprint speed's slightly better. You can outrun the person a little bit if it's in your hand. You look at the damage profile here. All right, the numbers across the bottom of the screen are meters. Okay, and on the left side going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it corresponds to the body parts here. You can load this M13 out 10 different ways. But I mean, I hope this clears some things up for people. This is just going to be a short stream going over that. And these are my builds right here. Okay. This is a MIP light flash guard. This is an RTC heavy long barrel. You can put whatever perk you want on it. I got disable. MIP laser 5 milliwatt. And the ammunition is the .300 RCC double stack 40 rounds. The loadout is M13-1E, 2B, 5E, 6B, 8D. All right. Those are my stats on it. Okay, this is a new gun that I haven't done a lot of work with. So, I mean, those are the stats. Here's my build for it. I'll show you the damage profiles real quick. My loadout. All right, the aiming time is fairly good. Fire interval is great. Bullet speed isn't that great, but the fire interval will make up for that at close range. The sprint speed on this thing is awesome. It's almost 21 feet per second. It's like 20 feet per second. So you could chase somebody down with this in your hand, more than likely. Um, let's go back and look at this loadout. I got the monolithic suppressor, the RTC steady stock, the YKM laser ranger, the ranger foregrip, and the rubberized grip tape. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 and 3. And this is mostly a hip fire build, but it does good for the ADS with mods on it. The build is capital capital FENNEC dash 1C 4D 6E 7D 9B. You know, most kills 38, kill streak 10. Got to get it to. I got it out of the Gundam draw. All the Gundam draw weapons are pretty good. The sniper rifle is usually only good for multiplayer. This is my vehicle gun. I like to keep one gun in my loadout that can do high vehicle damage. Okay, so the fire rate on this thing is, there's my stats on it. Most kills 90, most kill streak 38. You'd like to have an extended mag on this thing. All right. I got the infantry compensator, the 18.7-inch cavalry lancer. That's for the vehicle damage and bullet speed. I got a red dot sight because I don't like the iron sight. I got the striker foregrip and the salvo 44 round fast mag. Okay. It's just plus 20 ADS time, plus 20 horizontal recoil. You see the initial burst. This is a burst weapon, okay, and it's going to trail off. So you just kind of want to hit him. If they're going off to the right, then it's a little bit good. If they're going off right to the distance, it's a little bit good. But damage profile, there's ain't nothing too special about this. This is just a fast firing vehicle damage weapon that I like to use. It's got additions to movement speed, sprint speed, reductions to vertical recoil. It's got zoom, fast reload, high damage to vehicles. I could do the math for you on it. So let's see, 24 damage right now base, plus 88. So that's going to be like 44 damage per bullet. And there's 44 rounds in the mag. So if you hit it with the entire mag, this will take care of airbornes, helicopters, tanks, jets, anything. If you put the whole mag into it or close to the whole mag, you'll destroy it for sure. If you have an extended mag, you won't need the whole thing. I found this build is pretty good. I've just started using this. This is a new gun I just got. This is the build that I made for it. I just started using it yesterday. So I used to use this a lot back in the day. See, anything -5 and below is not a big deal for me. So the vertical, horizontal, and the damage range aren't nothing for me. But this gun right here is awesome to have because it's got the slide flak jacket. So blast damage you can get away from pretty easily. I've seen that disable is a good thing to put on it, which I might do. I do have a faster bolt time on it, faster movement speed, faster ADS time. I felt like this is the better build to sacrifice that little tiny bit of recoil. Because look at the recoil. Recoil on it ain't bad for shotgun. If you connect those 3 shots or just 2 of those shots, to boom, boom, they're dead. If you hit 2 of those 3 there. I mean, look at it. 17 times 12, that's 196. I think 170, 24, 194. 150, 170. It's 170 a blast at 30 feet. 120. You know, I wanted to try this with the slug, but you know, so I like slide flak jacket or disable. Slide flak jacket works pretty good in some situations. Cluster strikes and shit. A lot of people have been using that. It's been buffed. So MIP light barrel short tube extension. MFT ultralight smoothbore MIP light laser 5 milliwatt. And then your perk of choice disable, wounding, speed up kill, sleight of hand, slide flak jacket. I don't know if full ammo works in Battle Royale anymore. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna try the disable on it. The Odin. This is a staple in Battle Royale. You guys can put a red dot sight on it or whatever sight that you want on this. Like any red dot sight, 1 through 5 or the reflex is fine. The build for that would probably just be the RTC steady stock, the OWC marksman. I mean, these stats look horrible right here, but this is a distance build, okay? Distance and recoil. Doesn't look like nothing, but this thing is pretty beast. I would put the Ranger foregrip on it, the OWC marksman, the RTC steady stock, the probably the side of your choosing, and then man, it's hard to say right here. Probably the granulated grip tape. But if you look at the damage profile here, you're in the 36 to 300 meters. Anything at close range up to 70 feet is like 50 damage, 72 to the head. So, you know, this is like 6 bullet gun. If you see my recoil over there, it's pretty good. You can hip fire this thing too, to be honest, because it's going to connect fairly decently, actually. The aim time really isn't even that bad, 377 milliseconds. When you're in BR, you can start to hip fire. At first, that's a trick I like to use. You just pull your fire button, then you aim in, and you'll start shooting bullets ahead of time. So, you know, you can compare this gun to the Lag 53. If you don't like this gun, try out the Lag 53. The Lag 53 is a gun that you can load out to, and you can compare it. Because look at the damage detail. It's pretty freaking similar. The attachments I would do on this right here would be probably like one of these right here, probably the red dot sight too, to be honest. The barrel would have to be the marksman. The ammunition, it only has a 20 round mag. So, I mean, a 30 round mag on this thing is going to make a difference. I'd probably say the Ranger foregrip, and then the aim assist laser. You're handling your sight, your distance, your recoil, your bullet spread accuracy, and your ammunition right there. So I guess the yellow one here is going to have, I mean, you look at it, you look at the recoil on it. I knew I should have got that lag 53, the legendary. It's going to have better ADS, better hip fire, better recoil. Damage profile's a little bit better on the Odin. But if you don't own a mythic, these right here are both comparable. Yeah, see, this is doing 55 damage to the whole body. And this is just doing 57 to the upper. Every little bit counts. So it's 6 bullets from either gun is going to down your enemy. These are both awesome builds right here. I mean, for the lag 53, I got the XRK Marksman, the red dot sight 2, the aim assist laser, the Ranger foregrip, and the 30 round mag. It's only plus 25 ADS time, -7 movement speed, -24 ADS time. They have about the same aiming time, about the same fire interval. The lag 53 is slightly quicker. The bullet speed is going to be better on the lag 53. So, I mean, to be honest, man, if you want to run this lag loadout, it's going to be just as good as a Mythic Odin. I'm sorry, girl. The sprint speed's better on the Odin. They're very comparable. They're so close, man. You're probably going to be a little bit more accurate with that lag 53, and I regret not getting the legendary now. If it comes back around, I wonder if they got it in the just for you draw. I'm gonna have to check that out. But that is a good option to run with a scope. Might be even what I replace my FFAR with. And then I'm running the ZRG Holy Roman right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 1, 2, 3, 4. It's good to 280 feet. 280 feet. Bullet speed 1,800 meters per second. That's pretty good for a sniper. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the loadouts. I'm running Rodion with the Whetstone satchel. Desperado, the legendary size, legendary wingsuit. This is the parachute that I like. It's like a nuclear explosion with like, I don't know what that is on the side there. No idea. Kind of looks like an animal print. Radioactive sign. I got a bunch of legendary stuff in here. So, bunch of legendary vehicles. This one I like because it's got a horn on it. It's got a funny horn. So, you know, it's whatever you like. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll get back with you guys. Hope you all have a good day. Oh yeah, like, subscribe, and share the